Hi, my name is Lovisa Larsson and I work at Tipin in Tiveden and also for the local guide network Tivedens Guider. Today I'm gonna show you how to build a traceless fireplace. This video is shot in summer of 2016 at Kärringudden, a beautiful site just outside the border of Tivedens nationalpark for now. Next year Kärringudden will be included in the park. Now, it's very important for you to understand that you really must not make your own fireplace inside the park. But today we're outside the border, so for now it's fine. Oh, there's Peiko, my dog. Before we start, I want to show you something. Me and a couple of friends went here 3 years ago, sleeping under the stars, having a good time, and we were using the same building method as I'm about to show you. And somewhere over the rainbow, and somewhere over here, we had our fireplace for 2 nights. Sorry, I just can't find it. Well, point made, it's traceless, right? But just a couple of days ago, there were visitors having themselves a nice little barbecue by the shore. They made their fire right upon the ground with a circle of stones around it. They didn't put out their fire properly, so it snugged down into the dry torv, which is just air, dead, dry plant material and some nice juicy pine roots. This could have gone pretty bad, unless my colleague hadn't come by and soaked it. When a ground blaze like this has become this big, they can be very hard to put out all by yourself. It's not enough just to put out the smoke. The fire is still in the ground, waiting for hours, days or weeks to creep out. So if you find a ground blaze like this in Sweden, first call 112. Dig around the borders of it and soak it. Dig and soak, dig and soak, dig and soak, until the fireman arrives. Well, enough of this fire doom shit. Let's just get on with it. I chose this spot because it's out of the wind, it's kind of cozy, and there's also some greens that gives a little protection to the ground beneath the fireplace. What do you think? Huh. And, well, now you're looking at my stuff and waiting for me to bring some nice rocks. Have a good time. Ah, there you go. Waiting. Right. You see the plastic bag over there? It's an awesome plastic bag. I use it in the building process. I'll show you later, I promise. And it's perfect for carrying water to put out my fire with. Nowadays I always carry a plastic bag in my pocket at work. Yeah, now I am puzzling the rocks. And I also want to show you where I found them. I took them from old fireplaces, not cleaned up properly, and from the root system of a fallen spruce tree. I do avoid picking rocks from the water, since they might explode when heated. And soon. Yeah, this is what the base looks like. And now I want to find stones of this size, called cat skulls, and put them in the gaps between the bigger rocks, like this. And now for the magic plastic bag. I use it when I'm collecting sand for the fireplace. If you don't have a nice sandy beach like this, look for sand in the root system of a fallen pine tree. I fill the gaps in the fireplace with gravel and sand. Some sand and a few tiny pieces of charcoal will be the only trace left of me once I'm out of here. And I put water in the bag, folded the lip down a few times and put it down gently. Now it stays like this. For tinder I used dry, tiny spruce branches. Ah, this is Christmas. This is dry pine wood or tar wood, full of light fuel resin. Fresh pine wood is no good for fires, but this, oh my goodness. And this is how you tell whether a stick is dry enough or not. You kiss it. Mwah! But no. What? Just find let's find another one. This one then. Yeah. Hooray, hooray. Collect only the firewood you need. I'm simply making myself a cup of tea to show you this, so I don't need much wood. When I'm out on my own, I also like to keep things simple. This arrangement with a pine branch and the stones for hanging up my pot is called Kaffe Johanna in Swedish. Something with Johanna and coffee, well, whatever. And now I will light the fire. I'm having my fire still and 2 dry pieces of birch bark and some tiny spruce branches for tinder. Now I'm taking the fire still and I'm scratching some tongues of dust upon one of the pieces of the birch bark. And then it looks like this. Ta-da! And now I'm scratching some magnesium to the dust, and then I will light it. And I light the second birch bark piece, since they usually roll up. And then I light the tinder and put it all on the fireplace. And well, sorry for my lousy shooting angles, but I was kind of busy. I want to keep the fire small. It's more convenient, and a small fire is easier to take care of and easier to put out. Now, my friend, stay and chill out with me and Peiko in the woods for a while. A very common mistake that people make is to think that a big fire will get you warmer. And well, you will get warm, but to a very small extent. The best way to keep warm outside is to keep yourself in motion and dry. You can dry your clothes by the fire, right? But for that purpose you don't need a bonfire. A big fire is harder to handle. You can't sit as close to it as you can by a small fire. The big fire is more likely to leave traces, and most important, it's harder to put out properly. Small branches and twigs are usually enough. When I'm out with a group, or if I'm building a base camp in winter or in heavy rain, well, then we are talking about the axe and smaller dead trees. But for now, a small fire. I simply can't proclaim it too much, folks. Small fire is the shit. Now I want to lower the pot over the flame, so I simply move the stone that lies beneath the pine branch towards the fireplace, like this. And yeah, a pair of lined, rough working gloves is very handy as well. Well, now I have finished my tea, and the flames are all out. So, let's clean up. And of course, soak the fireplace. And do it carefully. Meow! Well, it's not that hard as you can see. Just throw the rocks at random around you. I also check the bigger charcoal pieces by putting them close to my lips to see whether they are cold or if I need to wet them again. These were cold, so I just threw them away. And, well, be careful not hitting anybody with the rocks, by the way. Yeah. Well, and then I spread the wet ashes and the sand on the ground, so it looks like we've never been there. And now, this is what a traceless fireplace looks like when it's gone. And remember, in Tivedens nationalpark, do only make your fire in fireplaces assigned by the regional authorities. Bye bye, we're out of here.